You are standing in line for coffee. A stranger turns around. In less than a second, before they say a word, your mind has already decided something about them, trustworthy or not. You did not choose to do that. You could not have stopped it. And here is the part that should unsettle you. That decision was made before you had one real reason to make it. You think you judge people by what they do, but the real answer is far stranger. Long before anyone earns your trust, your brain has already handed it out or quietly taken it away, based on almost nothing at all. This is the stranger effect, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Why would your brain judge people you will never speak to again? Because for almost all of human history, it was not a waste. It was the difference between living and dying. Your ancestors lived in tiny groups. The anthropologist Robin Dunbar found that the human mind is built to hold only about 150 stable relationships. Your brain evolved for a village, not a city. In that village, a true stranger was not a minor event. It was an alarm. They could bring news or a knife, and you had seconds to guess which. So your brain built a shortcut, fast, silent, automatic. It never left. It is running right now, judging the barista. But how fast is it? In 2006, psychologists Janine Willis and Alexander Todorov showed people faces for just 1/10 of a second, faster than a blink. After that flash, people had already decided who was trustworthy, and when given more time to look, their judgments barely changed. More time only made them more confident in the verdict they had already reached. Your decision about a stranger is essentially complete before you are even aware you are looking. Everything after is just your mind collecting reasons to agree with itself. So what is it actually seeing? Todorov spent years on this, and the answer is almost absurd. A face reads as trustworthy when it faintly resembles a happy expression, even when no one is smiling. Soft brows, slightly upturned mouth. A face reads as untrustworthy when it faintly resembles anger. So your brain is not detecting whether a person is kind, it is detecting whether their resting face accidentally looks friendly or hostile. You are not reading character, you are reading a coincidence of bone and muscle. Some people simply walk through life with a face that looks angry while doing nothing at all, and the world quietly holds it against them. Trusted slower, believed less, for a crime no one committed. It gets stranger. The psychologist Leslie Zebrowitz studied the baby face effect. Large round eyes, a small chin, a soft round face. For millions of years, those features meant helpless infant, protect this one. But some grown adults happen to carry those same proportions, and Zebrowitz found that people treat them as more honest, more warm, more innocent, and less competent. They did nothing to earn it. Their skulls simply tripped an ancient circuit meant for protecting children. So you are not really judging the stranger in front of you. You are judging an echo, a friendly expression they are not making, a baby they are not, a threat they may never be. And this is not just a lab quirk. The faces voters rate as competent in a fraction of a second tend to win more elections. Juries lean toward trustworthy faces. Job interviews, loans, first dates, all filtered through a verdict reached in 100 milliseconds by a system that evolved in a world with no elections, courts, or banks. Your Stone Age face detector is now running the most important decisions of a modern life, and most of the time, you have no idea it is voting. You cannot turn it off. That snap judgment will fire at every face for the rest of your life, but you can notice it. The next time a stranger gives you an instant feeling, you can pause for half a second and ask one quiet question. Is this them? Or is this just a shape my brain recognized? That tiny gap is something no other animal can do. Your ancestors could not afford it. You can. And in that gap lives the chance to give a person the second look your survival brain would never allow. So the next time a stranger turns around and your mind decides before they speak, remember what is really happening. It is not them you are seeing. It is 100,000 years of survival, looking out through your eyes, still trying to keep you alive. The face is new. The verdict is ancient. And now, at last, you can finally tell the difference.